Bad time to have a sip. Hello, people. Absolutely no one's here. Except me. Actually, I'm technically not here because I'm on the stream. Right. I don't know what we're doing yet. I want to go on YouTube quickly and check this is up. I also want to self-promo it. Because of course I do. Right. Before we do anything, actually, I need just to make sure everything's working. Do we have audio? We have audio. It's probably terrible. Oh yeah, that. Because currently I've got several quite loud fans on. Which isn't great. Okay, the stream is up. I'm getting recommended Malachi 0811 videos. Right, do we have audio?
Probably terrible.
Yes, okay, we have sound. Right, let's pause that immediately before it starts messing us up. I can still see the chat, that's fine. Let's see, can I type in chat? Hi. Yep, that comes up, that's good. Right, now let's do a bit of self-promo, because why not? That's what we do here. And then we can get into this. Actually, let's move you. I had a Discord open a second ago. Where's it gone? Oh, I'm using my Mac screen and monitor, so I'm getting a little bit confused. Right, that means, if that's the case, I can get this back up. Oh, hello there. You're meant to be studying. Why are you here? You shouldn't be here. I'm still not sure what I'm doing yet. I'm like, I've got the camera, I've got the phone up here, I've got the Mac here. I'm not sure if I should switch them around or not because the phone's the better quality, so I want it as the bigger picture. But at the same time, I can't really get the Mac at a good angle, and it's a bit annoying. I've also got this really annoying dead space at the bottom that the picture doesn't quite fill up unless I make it too big. So I just got a slideshow of a couple of pigeons at the bottom. So we'll see how it goes. Anyway, we're doing self-promotion at the moment because we might as well. Of course, I press the wrong button. How do I edit? YT. Very hard typing on a keyboard sideways. You won't believe it. Actually, can I change the name midstream? I can't be bothered. Right, let's... Ah, dang it, I wanted to say the thing. Right. No. No, you silly thing. I don't want to press enter, I want to press delete. This is impossible. I cannot type sideways. That is in the right channel. Yes, it says self-promotion. Okay. Right, this is going to be impossible. I'm going to have to keep looking up and down constantly. Oh well. Right, let's put the fan back so that my Mac doesn't overheat. If the background noise is too bad, let me know. I can turn it off and just let it cook. But for now, we're doing fine. Just sort of checking. You can see my hands, but if I sort of lean in, you can't really see my head, so that's fine. I'm not blocking it. Okay, let's get on with something. I've got a magnifying glass. I don't know what that's doing. I've also got to keep looking up to check to see if chat's doing anything. It's really annoying because it's out of sight. I got this pipette here. That needs to go away. Right. While no one's here, I'm going to do a little bit of tidying up. We've got this little brush here. You know. We got all this stuff that I basically need to put away. I don't know. I don't need this motor out. There's a few things I can... Nope. Actually, no, that bit goes... Once someone shows up, I'll actually start doing something, I think. That'll probably be it. It's still reading as 0 views. I don't know if that's because you've disappeared or because the view ticky thingy doesn't work. Got a little motor for this thing. I can't really think what I'd do with it. Here we go. Let's show it to a smaller camera. I've got this spare motor, right? It goes with the circuit cube that's in here. But I don't know what to do with it. The only other function I could possibly think it could need is like a decoupler, and that would mean it would either have to go about here or about here. And as you can see, there's... Here we go. Actually, I could hold it up to this camera. Here we go. Because it'll be better. No, it won't. I'll do it with this one. There's not a lot of space. If I show underneath. I mean, you could just sort of squeeze a motor in here, but there's no room for any mechanism or anything. So you just have a little axle spinning and it wouldn't really do anything. I mean, it would work as a derailleur. I don't know about a decoupler, but it'd be a good derailleur if you put like a little... Here we go. Let's make it. Oh, if I put a little thing like that, and then something like that on the end. If I did that, and yeah, it'd be great for knocking things or itself off the track, but that's a little bit pointless. Now I can't get this axle out. Ooh. The circuit cube motors are not great for their tolerances. I tried pulling an axle out of this end bit once. Hello there. Yes, you are correct. And it just pulled like the internals of the motor out, and I had to spend 5 minutes putting it all back. It wasn't very fun. Yeah, I don't know. Yes, well done, Poshy. You guessed correctly. I don't know how you could tell what I'm going to be doing on this stream today. I have no idea. I do actually have a mess here right now. This was organised at some point. But currently it is a little bit messy because I've basically just done that to fit these here just so I can see and maybe do something with them. So I think I'm just gonna put away any loose bits because they have no use anymore. It's also a good excuse. Make our Lego. Oh, I have made many of them. This thing right here, this has exploded too many times. I don't know if you can see the engine in here. I mean, it's not too bad, but it does sometimes explode. I'm looking for something. 1 second. Oh no, I knocked my chicken off. Ignore that. You can't actually see it. These things that you can't actually see, they're not technically Lego, but you can use them with Lego. You can store compressed air in them, and that can be a bomb. And has been before. If you fill them up to about 50 psi, a little bit more, have the lid just off, and then hit them, they'll explode in a direction which is even better. It kind of makes them more like a gun or a shaped charge, but it doesn't really matter. Right, I don't know what these pieces are off. They're probably off this thing somewhere. Let's put them away. Otherwise they'll take up far too much space. That's off something. Right. I would have preferred if I could have tried to get all of my sort of drawers in shot, but they're sort of over here and sort of there, and you wouldn't be able to see them anyway. Yeah, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is, and that's, I don't know. I'm already running out of things to say, and it's been like a minute. This is great. That goes at the top. Is it? Yes, I got it right. Random gear. That is actually falling off that, which isn't good. Oh, Poshy, we got your favourite thing in the world. It's not a vape. I can prove this right now that it isn't if we get our very important hydration. Here we go, let's do this in shot. Oh. Bit of water. And we can have this running with dramatic smoke effects throughout the stream. Dump that in there. I need a battery box. That is a battery box, and it feels like it has 3 batteries in. Okay, and that's it. Right? Oh no, needs one more. Right. Where can I find a single battery? I know. Okay, that works. It's always good when your batteries work. There we go. Alright, let's... There we go, we got smoke effect now. I don't know what the purpose is. Look, we even... It's getting sucked into a fan that's like here that you can't see. Right, that can sit there until the batteries are dead. Actually, I need to incorporate that into this thing at some point. Right. You know what? Let's move all this stuff up a little. I can't be bothered to work on that thing, so I'm going to do the other thing, which is over here. And starting to fall apart, and wouldn't be in shot there. Just like an accumulation of dust underneath all this. Definitely should not be here. Okay. Yeah, you can see that, that's fine. Oh no. Where's that turntable piece I needed? I think I left it somewhere. About. Gotta sort of put it all back together. Oh, hello chat. I'm gonna go buy the Switch 2. There's a new Switch. Possibly. If it's, I don't know. If it performs better, yeah, I probably would, and if I can afford it. But I have literally just bought whoops, a what is it? A right Joy-Con that that's for like, what was it? I think it was like under £15. That's a little bit broken. I'm gonna nick the internals from it, which are fine, and put them back into my Joy-Con to make it work. try and make them last a bit longer. Okay. We got a gun that does a thing. And we got the rest of the tank. It's all falling apart. Because of course it is. It's all held together very, very loosely. And I need to find this little turntable piece I was going to try and replace it with. Which I think is on the floor. Along with some other bits. Oh, don't tell me I've lost it. This would be terrible. I found it. Yay! I've also found a few other bits. Like this, which goes on here. I'm going to leave it up here because that looks cooler. I found a little thing. Thought maybe if I replace this massive thing with the little one, it may just give me enough space on the inside to be able to make it turn properly. Oops. Because right now I've got problems with this little motor. Like, even being this small, it doesn't fit. Yeah. Let's have some hydration. As we all know, hydration is very important. Right. How is this attached? Oh, it's already falling apart. Yeah, I've got a longer bit. Just going to try and push this axle through because of the way I've put it on. Can't get it out any other way. Is this in shot? It should be. There we go. Oh, right, that little bushing's out. I should be able to pull. Okay, there we go. Right. Now that's off. I can try seeing what happens if I put this on. This bit's not quite on camera, is it? Can I move my phone a little bit this way? Yeah, just about. That works. That bit goes through and it does, yeah, it does still turn. So I basically need this bit, it's a linear actuator, I need it to go up and down. Actually, let's turn you off and I can use this battery box now, I've got it. And do a demonstration. There. Oh, if it wouldn't spin. I'm hiding it. Here we go. So I basically need to make that go up and down, which will make the gun go up and down. Because it's a tank, and apart from literally one tank, all the guns go up and down. I don't know, actually, there's probably some that don't classify as tanks for one reason or another. Right, so that bit needs to then go through. I keep dropping bits. And then something like this. have to go through here. Got that. I need this one. Oh, hello there. Do I still play Rocket League? Has been a while. Yes, I do unfortunately still play Rocket League. 1 second. Still on Switch as well. Here we go. Ignore the mess, it's blue tack. What am I at now? 3,505. Let's get close up of this. Yeah, it's still way too much. But we're not doing that on this stream. Actually, I haven't streamed Rocket League in a long time. I think the last time I did it was last season at the start, and the time before that it was last season at the start of the season, and that was about it. Right. Okay, so I've got this. I've got to now find a way of pivoting it. Let's push it up again so it's at the end. Right. I don't know how that's going to work. Let's unplug this again. You just switched PC a couple of months ago. Go back. Probably. I don't know if I have you added or not. I might be on later today, but it depends how I'm feeling. What have I done here? Oh no, it goes sideways, doesn't it? Right. So that will sit sort of there, and I'm hoping this turntable will sit a bit lower, so it'll be out of sight. Something like that. There. Let's just test this quickly again. Put that on. Yep, that works. So I basically need something to hold these at a fixed height, then it will work. I've got to attach that somehow. Car that's in the background. This one. What is it? So that's a set. It's not actually my entire. It's not my design really. What is it? Some sort of Land Rover something or other. It's pretty sick. But I put my own engine in it, and it does run. What I need to do at some point is put the chairs, put the interior back basically, because it had a whole gearbox and stuff in it. I basically stripped it all out so that there's enough space for this engine. And now I've got to put as much of it back in, and I've also got to secure the engine, because right now it's quite, I don't know if you can see that, it wobbles. It's only secured literally by the drive shaft, but it does work. Just. I might do that later. What's my peak 2s? I think I don't, in any of the standard modes I've never really bothered going past Champ 1. It's like I get there and then beyond that it's just I play it as a warm up. But in, what is it called? Tournaments, that's it. I've got all the way to Champ 3 in tournaments before, and almost all of that would have been 2s games. Some of them would have been 3s. But 3's games, I can't remember, when is it? They're at 6 o'clock and 10 o'clock, I think. And I'm usually eating at 6, and by 10 I've got off the game. D3, Div 4. Respectable. Right. Let's get one of these smaller gears. Could that make it turn? Actually, the question is, will it sit about there? But I'm still maining Rumble. I mean, what was it? Last season I got up to GC2 Div 4, and I was literally one win off GC3, and it was so sad. But I really couldn't be mad. It was something like 1300 and something MMR. And then I went all the way down to almost Champ 1. And I'm still trying to get back. Which isn't great. How long does it take to make those cars? I mean, this one, I did a time lapse of making it. Actually, it was a present for me and my dad, and we made it together, so that probably sped it up. But it was still probably split over a couple of days, about 1 or 2 hours each day. So it's multiple hours. But for something that's custom like this, I mean, what was it? I started building this a year ago, and because there's always something to change, something new to add, and there's something like this, it's a tank, there's so many different features to it that you have to get right, and then all the looks. It really does take forever. 4 games from C1 in Season 8. Oh, that's... It's like, for something like that though, if you're getting diamond rewards and you're nearly at champ, it's even worse. It's like, for me at least, I already had all GC stuff, like, right at the start of the season. I was just going for like personal best, and I was like, oh, it's so close, but no. Yeah, that's quite painful. I need to turn this around so I can see what I'm doing. Actually, I should probably take this off first and figure out a way to get this to sort of stay at that height that it needs to be. Ooh. Right. I probably need this bit to go a stud further out? Something like that, yeah. So, I need some of these blue pieces. Go through. Right. Do that. Actually, where are they on this? I can use that as a reference, because that spacing works. So, yeah, okay, I can do that. Never hit champ, just crazy place. Oh, yeah, there is a decent difference between like the lower ranks like that. It's funny. I remember I was looking back at some of my old clips actually from like 2018. I think I hit my first aerial when I was in Diamond. And like now it's just changed so much. Oh, you gotta go. Fair enough. Good luck with the grind and all that. What am I've got distracted again. I'm looking for one of these pieces. What's that? Okay, yeah, that is visible. No, actually, I've had a better idea. Get rid of those and put an axle on, because there's a little axle hole there. So if I get one that's the right length, one of these, that should go through like that. Yeah, that'd work. We'll get 2 actually. That's the wrong length. Let's put this back, otherwise I'll forget where it goes and get this one out. There we go, and have a short one. Oh no. Hey. That's a fiver? But it's black. I didn't know those existed. Oh well. I thought they only ever came in grey. 2 there. I need these little bush pieces. Like that. Go on there. And there. Let's see how that does. That looks like it could work. And what else do I need? Oh, I might actually need those fibres because I need it to be an odd number. So there's a middle, because it's a gun and it has a centre. I don't know. We'll do it with this. I need to get another one of these L-shaped pieces out as well. They are over here, I think. Yep. One of them. Oh, I must have another one somewhere. I mean, it's very possible that I don't, but it's also likely that I do. There we go. Right. Yeah. That the fiver I just put away was definitely the piece I needed. But it doesn't matter. And then we have this. Also doesn't need. There. Right. Ah, hello there, we have Malachi. Let's go. Just thought you'd pop in and say hi. Keep up good work. And there's a symbol in the way of that letter word, so I can't read it. And I've also lost my mouse. I don't want to send emojis. Oh well. And it's gone. Did I accidentally delete your message? Oh, never mind. Okay, let's take this piece off and put this in. And see if it actually works. Well, I've done it in the wrong place for a start. I need this pin, this tan pin, to be over the centre hole. So it can go up and... yeah. Well, actually, I just had an idea. If I make them 3s, it's longer, I can make it thinner. Let's try that. Where are my 3s? That'll be in this piece. Or did I just scroll? I don't know. What did I do? No, never mind. If I use these little pieces instead of the 2s, it should work a bit better. That bit stays central. Well, this axle looks like it has tooth marks on. It's interesting, when you go on Bricklink to buy pieces, every so often you'll see like an individual piece and the seller says, piece contains minor bite marks or something like that. You think, how? Who bites their Lego bricks? I'm going to need these little bushes now. That goes on there. I definitely won't have more little ones, or at least in the right quantity. So I'm going to resort to going back over here. That's one axle on. That's 2 axles on. There. I could put this in, and then that piece goes on the end. That's right. Now we have a gun that can't really elevate, but it can depress, which isn't very useful if you can only look down but not up. Oh well. What does... oh, that, yeah, don't press on that button. Oh no, I can see your message, it just didn't scroll. Right. I think maybe more streams to come. Also can't wait Lego overview video. I can't wait. I'll probably forget about it like I did last year, and it will come out like, what was it, 10 days into January, as opposed to, I think I scheduled it the year before. Right, I need one of those little red pieces now. The little, here we go, got a few in here. One of these, and that should go through the linear actuator. Like so. So, there we go. Right, like that. Let me get the battery box again. I've used the wrong linear actuator. Never mind, we will just take this one out, I'll be fine. Let's put it back on this. Let's see. It's definitely more compact, and I think that's, in something like this, it doesn't really have much space. I think that's for the best. Here we go. Yeah, you see what I mean? You can go up. It can go down to there. That's a limit. 12 days into Feb. Ah. I was a little bit off by a month. Yeah. So it goes down, but it can't go up past there, which doesn't look very good. So I basically need to raise this axle by a stud. And I think I know how to do that, but I don't know how to do it well. No, I know. I have just a piece for this. Somewhere. Here we go. These things. Either these or the little ones. I think the little ones will be better. Something like that. Ah, then I'll have to go back to tours. That doesn't matter. Ah, no, that won't work. That won't work because these are cross pins. And that means I can't turn. I need this pin axle here to turn. If I try and turn this, it doesn't. That's a problem. Right, so I can't use those pieces. Right. I prefer YouTube or Twitch? I don't know. I mean, I've got a fancier setup on YouTube, but it's only because I bothered to take the time and set up the cameras. But I'm literally using Streamlabs for both, so it doesn't, for me, it isn't actually making any difference. It's just a case of which audience sees it. And like, you get, I don't know, on YouTube I think you don't really get recommended streams as much. It's like, literally yesterday was the first time I ever got recommended a stream. And like, I had to scroll way down through the recommendeds to get to it. And I was like, oh, I've never seen a stream be recommended before. It's like, I've only ever been in a YouTube stream because it's someone I'm already subbed to. I think with Twitch you're more likely to get to more viewers, but I don't really know. I don't know. Let's hydrate again, and then we can go back to pondering what to do with this situation. But like, excluding like viewer interaction, from what I've done today, there is genuinely just no difference. Literally, there's a thumbnail and that's it. Everything else is like the same. It's just set up the cameras. I've got my phone here. I've got my Max thing, my Max camera here. There's a bit of dead space at the bottom, so I put some pigeons in it. But yeah, it's literally just press live, type in a name, go. Like a title, I should say, not a name. Right. There is one other piece I could use, and it's this one. But it's a bit big, and I don't know if I want to. And it's a bit, it sticks out a bit more. It might be fine, but also it might not be. I'll try it. I'll try it. We'll see how it looks. Well, I've got to take it off this first. There. Oops. No, it's stuck. There we go. Actually, while I'm looking, I'm going to dump this onto my desk. So I remember I need to do something with it. Little funny thing. You can sit there. Let's unplug you. Is my Mac still hot? No, I think my fan is doing a pretty good job of keeping it cool. It's not doing a good job of keeping me cool because it's not facing me, but that wasn't the task I gave it. This is interesting. Streamlabs is saying I have 1 viewer, but the view counter is still saying 0. I might need to quickly check that view counter. Maybe it's not taking anything like YouTube. Let's remove that and then add it back. Font size. Don't want custom code. Browse. Refresh. That's okay. No, it's just constantly saying 0, whereas the other thing's constantly saying 1. So I don't know. I don't know. Ah, I have thought of one problem with using these pieces. They won't stay on by themselves, which is going to be a pain. So I'm going to have to use these things on the end, which will then make it bigger. Although, I did just think of something. I might as well try it. Oh, even better. I had an even better idea. I need a way of getting studs to attach to this. I just thought, why not use these? And I remembered there's ones that have studs on, so even better. Here we go. Ah! Don't go flying all over the place. There's another one. And then, does it fit? Should, yes. That's good. And then another one. Yes! Okay. I have just noticed I've done this wrong, and these are in the wrong position, so I'm going to have to take these off again. Whatever. Right, it's actually closer to there, I think. Where are these? Right. I think there'll be, yeah, 3 as I'll do. It means the motor doesn't have to move as much. I don't actually. I want them shorter, don't I? Oh, I don't know. I'll try it like this because it's what I've got. Right. These need to go onto here. Like that. I'm doing this off camera, I just realised. My bad. Do I have a little red sweetie piece? Yes, I do. Right. Let's take this off as well and put this back one. Stud hole thing. Pinhole, I should call it. I think? Maybe? I don't know. Then this piece. Ah! No, I didn't need one of these red pieces, sorry. I needed one of these longer ones. So, dropped it. It's going all over the place. me just check. That, right, there is the edge of what you can see. And you've got about that much space of table. Which is fine. I can lean my elbows on the table and you don't have to see them, but takes a little bit of getting used to. Making sure you can see what I'm actually doing. That can go on here. Let's take that red piece out. Oh, it says 2 viewers now. It must be working. Hello, people. Okay. I could use a 4 for that, actually. I have got one. Let's use the red one. Then I can see it a bit better. Okay. Yeah, that goes in. That goes up and down nicely. And that's more than enough elevation. And I mean, if you're using that much depression, you might as well just get out and shoot through the roof of whatever you were engaging. What am I looking for? A linear actuator, which is over here. Let's get this a little bit higher. Oh, it would be nice if I had music on this, but I wouldn't know what to put on. I could get some of S225 music. That'd be great promotion. Right. Here we go. This again. Let's just hold it still. Down and up. Good. Basically, yep. That's fine. It's just it's gonna pull. That's gonna be a problem. It's gonna try and pull the turret off, basically. So I've got to place this at the right height, basically. Yeah, it'll be fine. Now to worry about. Oh, if any of you are in the chat, please do let me know if the audio. Oh, I can't talk. If the sound is too loud or too quiet, because I can change that. There's a slider. And please let me know if the fan is getting annoying. I can also turn that off. But while no one's complaining about it, I will definitely leave it on. I just... 1 second, I messed up something. Let me just check. Yeah, that works, okay. Just in case I need the toilet, I can dump this on screen. Right. There. That goes there. Right. Now I've done that. This should be all secure. Can I connect? Are they a decent distance apart? Yes, I think. Yes, okay. That's good. So I can connect studs to that. I have by chance made it the same width as this. I don't know if that has basically put me back to square one or not, but we'll see. Now, if that's the level, that brick, I'm going to get a really long piece just so I can sort of visualise this. Let's get rid of this one actually and turn it round, because I need it to sort of sit on top of these as it turns, if you know what I mean. Yeah, like that. There we go. So now if I plug this in and turn it on and off. Okay. It's a little bit high. Oh no. Yeah, I forgot it does that sometimes. Right. So you've got enough depression but the elevation is pretty bad. I don't think I'm going to need the full range though, realistically. I can always put it a little bit higher. Basically, the higher this turret will sit, the more elevation it will have. But I'm only going to have a tiny little gap here for it anyway. Right, that's fine. Actually, while I'm here and I have it, I have the turret shape I made the other day for the other design, and it should sit something like that. But I think, here we go. Let's not use 3s because I don't have many of them. I don't have many 4s actually, do I? I've used most of them. Let's use 2s. I've got loads of those. Here we go. Couple of red 2s. If I do them in red, I should see them later on and know that I need to get rid of them. I mean, obviously the colour of this entire thing is just not what it's going to be at the end. It's all, once I've finalised the shape, the functions and all that, I'm basically going to look at all the bricks I have, I'm going to make a note of them, and I'm going to buy all of them in the correct colours on Bricklink. And then it will be finished. Usually about 2 Bricklink orders later, because it takes, you never get it right on the first try, let's just say that. Okay, that somewhat looks like a turret, don't you think? Let's turn it this way and show it to the camera. There we go. It's starting to look like a proper tank now. As you can see, it goes down, the gun does, and it goes up. And then if you get it wrong, it turns. There. Actually, let's get a few more of these. What are they? 1x6, 1x8 plates, just to sort of hold it up. Here we go. Just want to see what it looks like. Oh, we got 2 viewers now. This is great. Okay. They can't go closer together than that, but I can put other ones on either side. Like that. Oh no, I can put some in like this. I'm gonna have to get the lengths of these right. Hopefully when like the turret, here we go, when it comes all the way down properly, it should sort of run smooth. Yeah. It's decent. And hopefully I'll be able to get, watching that, be able to fit this little motor in. Oh, chat's happening again. You're considering moving to Kick or what's that, Rumble, but OBS and Streamlabs doesn't work with I'd have to do it manually. If I don't automate it, I have to move to YouTube. Ah. I mean, I don't know anything about those sites, to be honest. I mean, I think you definitely do well on YouTube. I think because you got viewers already, right? I mean, at minimum, you'll have Coffee showing up, so you're gonna get some viewers. And if you're doing content that's on YouTube anyway, people want to watch it. Like if you do what you're doing currently, like you streamed a bit of Fortnite, then uploaded it, or you streamed your reactions. But Twitch is still fine. I don't know. I don't know. Got to take a hydration break. Remember, kids, hydration is very important. Always have water on you at all times. Not in a bottle, just like on the surface of your skin. I don't know. Don't know where I'm going with that. We'll stop there before it gets any weirder. Right. I'm not going to be able to fit this motor in. Am I? Just got to squeeze it in there. And it's fallen. Right. I think I'll probably have to go back to the reference images with this. Which is going to be a bit tricky. Because I currently have my phone up here. Doing... what do you call it? Filming. And I have my Mac down here doing filming. And streaming. I'm not sure if I can get the picture up. I might be able to get it up on the screen, but I'm not sure if I'll actually be able to look at it. I'll give it a go though. Here we go. Yeah, I've got to sort of... It's at the wrong angle really to see. Here we go. I mean, you can't see this unfortunately, but I can. Right. I just want to make sure I've got all the sort of heights and proportions right on the turret, because if I get it all working and it just looks too tall or too fat or something, and I have to start all over again, that'd be terrible. Right. This bit may get a little bit boring because it is literally just me sort of looking at my screen and then looking back at the thing, and you can't see that. Okay, I think there's room for another stud there, so I could make it 4 studs. How does that look? Is 4 studs too tall? I don't know, because let's try it with a smooth piece so it actually looks right. Does that look okay? I think that looks so. Yeah, I don't know actually. No, from the front it doesn't look right. Right, no, I think what I've done wrong here. What I've done wrong is I have put this. Okay, let's take this off. I basically, the whole point of switching from this big turntable to the little one that's in here is that I can have the sort of geared bit lower down so it doesn't sort of stick out, or I don't have the motor that's making it turn. I've now lost it. It's this one sort of sticking out either, but I've kind of defeated the point of that by just putting this one stud up, I think. So I need to sort of raise these, which means I can't actually have them where I put them, which isn't great. Oh, but there's nothing else to... No, I know what I can do. Possibly. How long have we're coming up in an hour. We've almost been streaming for an hour and we haven't actually done that. Actually, no, we've done a decent amount. I did a bit of tidying up. I put another thing on the table. I've had half my bottle. And we've almost got a new turret. So we're getting there. I need a... What do I call them? They'll be down here. Nope, they're the other side. Won't be in this one. I need a 1x4. Well, as it turns out, I don't have a spare 1x4. That's unfortunate. Right. Oh, I know where it is. It will be in this thing. Right. I think? No? Okay, maybe not. Maybe I don't have any left. Maybe there's one on the table. Well, I must have some. I can't have used them all. I'm basically thinking, if I get something like this piece, here we go, let's show it here. something like this, but it's the length of this. I sort of put it through this pinhole here to sort of sit one stud up. I think that'll be a bit better. And then I don't have these wide bits sticking out, and it should work. Key word there being should. Don't know if it will or not. But we'll see. We will see. Actually, we might not if I can't find the piece I'm looking for. Can't use that. I mean, if I don't have any spare, then I don't know. There might be some places I can nick one from, but here we go. Okay, let's take these end pieces off. And let's find some fibres for these through axles. That is... no, it is the right place to look. It's not the wrong place. They're the wrong shape. Do I have any? I know I have that black one that I put back. That's a 4. No, it's a 6, sorry. Oh, I dropped it. Let's just take them out. Actually, I can put them on the table here. It's these yellow ones, isn't it? I forgot they come in yellow. Usually they're this colour. Right, got 2 of those. Let's just pour these back into the thing. Trying not to get them on the floor. Right, that's fine. And I can sort of thread these through again. Actually, let's take it off the tank again, just to make it a bit easier. Oops. There we go. Is that still visible for you? Yeah, somewhat. Let's move this around. There we go. Oh, this is effort. I've got to stretch my arms out. Ugh. True gamer moment, as they say. Right. There. Take that off. Yeah. If I don't have the bushes on the end, these just do that. I could get something to hold them in place, but I'd rather do this until I know what the turret's going to look like. There. There's a couple of these little ones, which I need 4 of them. I was thinking, you got a baker's dozen. I wonder if you have a baker's couple. It's just free. Oh, that'd be funny. What's that called? I don't know. Never mind. Right. Got that. And then if I get this piece... Right, that's in the way. So if I can replace this with a 4 and it should stay in place, but if I have the pieces on the other one, it won't fall out. Right, and I need a pin, a little black pin, there we go. Perfecto. No, it still doesn't quite fit. Come on. I've wasted my time again. I could have just used something like that. Yeah, I know. A baker's dozen is 13 instead of a normal dozen, which is 12. But what like a normal couple is 2. But what about a baker's couple, which is just 3? I've forgotten what I'm looking for. I've got distracted by Baker's Couple again. I know what I'm looking for. It's one of these. I've got one of these. I know I have one of these. I have loads of them. I bought lots of them probably about 5 years ago. Right, that goes on this side, because for some reason I seem to do the right side before the left side on pretty much everything I make when it's one-sided. Don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm right-handed, or that's just the way I have the pictures facing. Okay, let's take these bits off that and see. Actually, let's get another one of these and put it on. Ah, now that means I can't do what I wanted to do. That's annoying. Well, I was hoping if I could have this on here, I could attach something like this to the other two holes, and that would stop it from wiggling about, but I can't do that with this because it's too short. Oh. Oh well, we can have a wonky turret, it'll be fine. No one will notice, it will only be in a video for like 5 minutes. And I can just make sure that any clips with it being wonky don't get shown. Haha. The magic of video editing. Everything is just how you want it if you're good enough. Oh yeah, I forgot, chat appears on the screen, doesn't it? Are these YouTube Lego streams gonna be lasting a long time? 2 weeks? Just for this project? I don't know. I mean, obviously it won't be 2 weeks continuously. But I think if I can get it set up in a slightly more timely manner, I mean, it took me an hour to get this setup done. I might do another one. Because it's quite fun, and it basically, the whole point, I've already got one of those. The whole point of this was just to motivate me to actually get stuff done, because otherwise it just sort of sits here. I'm like, I need to do something about it, and then I turn around and play Rocket League, or something like that. So it's like, it's a good excuse to basically sit down for an hour or two and actually get stuff done. So I probably will do it again, and it's fun. But honestly, there's more than 2 weeks worth of work in these projects. Quite a bit more. Okay. Right, that goes in there. Actually, no, I probably can get away with doing it like that. Then... oh no, I've lost the side panels. That can sit on there. What's just fallen off? This has is right size. Well, yeah, but I can't. Like, I prefer to have like a better angle in general, but the problem is it's a MacBook. So currently it's sitting on the table here. You can't see it because the camera angle's here. But if I put it over here, there's just too much risk of it falling off and onto the floor. And the cables for charging it and for the microphone and for the second monitor would just wouldn't stretch that far. Oh, and even if they did, they'd have to sort of go around me sitting on the chair and I'd probably end up knocking them off. So it's a compromise. Like everything. Really. Right. So like that. Up, down, up, down. That's about as much as it can. Oh, like all tanks, it's limited by the roof. Almost all. Which is it? It's like, what's it called? The Hori Japanese one that has a turret that literally just pushes up when the gun hits it. But that's not a real tank, so it doesn't matter. It's a paper one. Right. This was a bad idea putting the roof on before. Oh no, now the side skirt's falling off. Everything's just falling off now. Look. It's just... I don't know. Right. Let's put this back on first. Actually, no. That needs to go through here. What am I doing? Like that, and then round. I can't fit it in. There. And now that bit's falling off. This is great. Don't worry. Once I've got the shapes worked out and the proportions, I can actually start making it all a bit less flimsy. But for now, bits will be falling off left, right and centre. Hopefully none of those bits are anything to do with the drive chain. Train. Not chain. Let's put some of these in again. There, so it turns. That's smooth. And then, does the elevation and depression mechanism still work? Oh, well, it locked out very quickly. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. And the clutch doesn't come in until it's all the way at the bottom. Right. How's the packing up going? Haven't started, if I'm honest. Yeah, that'll have to happen at some point this week. Don't know when. At some point. Whenever we get round to it. Let's go back to the water. Remember, kids, hydration is very important. And I think this is my last week before I have to do uni again. Yeah. But you've got like half a month, haven't you? Right. I think I'm going to call it a day with this turret. I might come back to it later. There was something I needed to do with these motors. Especially these drive axles here, because they, as you can see, it sort of wobbles far too much. And these also, when there's tension on the tracks, they bend. And that seems to be making the tracks just jump and come off, which is very bad. I mean, it's nice to have suspension on the back like this, but it doesn't really need it. I've got suspension all of these, which is actually the wrong sort of suspension. What is it? It's meant to be, what's it called? Christie suspension. It's actually torsion bar. Technical terms, don't know how to describe it. One has a spring, one is an axle that's twisting. But it works. But there's too much play in this. So at some point I need to basically get one of these, put it about here, and then have it very securely in place. What's it? Your last lecture was on the 5th of May. Your next one is on the 9th of October. Actually, to be fair, I think my first proper lecture is in October. I've got one sort of introductory one, and then all the others are later on. I think the next week. So it's you're only a week later, but I go back a week earlier, I think. I don't know, it might be around the same time, I don't know. Right. Okay. I'm going to leave that for now. And we're going to move on to this thing, because I kind of want to get it to look nice. Oh no, that shouldn't be there. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to basically do that, because it's too big, and I'm not actually going to use half of this stuff. I know what I can do. 1 second. Oh, no, that's bad. Bits are going everywhere. Can I just squidge all this up? Kind of. Yeah. We'll pretend there's enough space. Right. Job number 1 here. Actually, I don't know. Let's not number them. List of things we need to do. We need to fix the suspension in place a lot more solidly, and we need to make it stronger, because right now the suspension that is here is pretty, well, it's almost non-existent, it's so light, and it keeps, like you can see at the back, it's just, actually you can't see it at the back, let's show you again, it's just broken. So yeah, we need to fix the engine in place to make it more secure. Trying to find somewhere that's in frame. Here we go, because it's loose. I showed that earlier. And on the interior, wait a minute, I could just take the roof off. What was that? That was a bit of PLA. That doesn't matter. On the inside, we need to basically put the seats back in as well. Hello there. We have another person. This is great. So yeah, that'll be fun. I'm going to take these chairs out. I know that's something I need to put back, but not yet. We'll do that later. And all the while, we have to be careful not to mess up all this drivetrain stuff that I got working before. At some point. You don't get your keys until the 30th, so you won't be any earlier. Ah, right, yeah. Actually, no, I think that's similar to me. I don't know. I hope this engine still works, because if it doesn't, and I sort of basically lock it in place, that's going to be really annoying. I have to take the whole thing out again. Okay. Well, I think I'll start with getting the engine in place, because that's quite an important bit. Actually, no, I need the bonnet to fit on top, so that would probably be quite important as well. Steering wheel doesn't actually sit like that, I've just attached it like that. Right. What's this black piece here? Oh, it's that. Right. Something's getting stuck. It's that piece. Ah! No, of course. Of course, what am I thinking? That sits on like that, doesn't it? Does it? No, because they're at different levels. Hey? I'm confused. I think I put this back wrong. Yeah, that piece should not be there. Oh, hello, we have another person. This is great. You joined me just as I realised I've messed up quite badly. A few months ago. I don't know if this comes... It's not visible. Here. There's this one black L-shaped lift arm thing. And it's holding the whole engine in. There's another one over here that's meant to hold this in place for bonnet that goes up and down. They're at different heights, so I can't actually put it back, which is quite annoying, one might say. I don't know. I can have it sticking up, but it doesn't look right, does it? It's like that. You could get away with it. Do I try and move it down? Yeah, what Malachi said. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I don't know what liking or I know what subscribing does, but I don't know what happens if you like a stream. I don't know. Does it promote it more? It might. Okay. I'm not sure how much of this you can see. Okay. Okay, I know what I need to do. I think it could be quite easy just to move this down a stud. But how is that? Are they at a level? No, they're definitely not. It's this that's one too high. Ah, I see, I see. This is very complicated and not very easy to show. But the entire bumper thing there is just at the wrong height. So if I move that down a stud to there. To there? No. This is getting a bit fiddly now. And also you can't see it because, again, I've fallen off where I should be. Because there's about that much gap between here and the edge of the table. So I'm not not doing very well here. I took that piece out, didn't I? And I didn't even realise. Right. Okay. How is it there? So it's L like that. I've got these two pieces that will go into that red piece. And that's, yeah. Okay. Well, actually, does it go into that piece? Am I doing it all wrong? Ah, no, the dash goes into that piece. Ah, I see. So actually it's more like this. I'll do that later. If I open the door, does that help? No, not really. Okay, that piece goes in there. I don't know what this other black pin is. I'll take it out, seeing as it didn't seem to be doing anything. Right, that looks right. Is it the right height, the right position? It kind of needs to be. Okay. Okay. Yeah. That is correct. So then I think I need to take this piece out and replace it with one of those grey ones that's a bit longer. Seems like the Jeep has run into a roadblock. It's done a bit more than that. Just a bit more. Just a bit worse. Oh, sorry. 1 second. I shall be back. I need to do something quickly. I completely forgot about earlier. I've lost my mouse. There we go. Ha ha ha. I'm streaming, shush. All done. I can press play now. And you get to stop staring into the explosion. Off-roaded. Yes. Yeah, literally, I took everything off of it pretty much, so that it was just a chassis, and then put it all back together at some point. And then more recently, I took all of the gear. It had a full gearbox and everything in it, differential locks, stuff, an engine that didn't work. So I've basically taken all that out and the chairs, put this in. I had to redo the whole suspension thing, which is now incredibly soft, and doesn't work very well, which isn't great. It is quite an essential component. Okay, let's get back to the task at hand, as we say. I'm looking for one of those long grey bits. It should be in this little box, but I seem to be running low on them. Here we go, it's one of these. So then that needs to go into this little white bit, which you can see. And that will need to go into this. It's a good thing that this is all flexible. That's one more stud up there. Right, okay, that's... Nope, that's still a stud too... No, stud too high. I can't tell. Second one. Okay, no, that's right. Okay, and I can put these two pins back into the red one. I don't think I actually needed to push them through all the way. And that should lock in there, I think. Or is that too... No, that's the wrong height. Yeah, sorry, no, I did need... Is it? That in there. This, I don't know what I'm doing. This is one stud below the top. Yes, so it's like that. Oh, something just popped off. Oh, it's this, it's fine. There. Let's see if we can still shut the door. No, it's getting stuck. Something. Oh, it's that. Right. Okay. Then this bit still needs to go in there. Same for this side. There. Right. Now I've definitely done something wrong here. Because that is too high. But I've clipped everything into the right place, so I'm not quite sure what's happened here. Actually, let's take this off, because it's just going to get annoying. So, oh, hello chat. Saying something? Rage break the whole thing. Dunno. If I put the whole thing together, if I put everything on, and I put some air into the engine and it doesn't run, that's when. That's when it's going out the window. Okay. No worries, we just move this down a stud. These are at the same height. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's well off. There should be one stud gap and there isn't. Right, I know what I've done wrong. I put the first thing in wrong. Oh. And now I've got to bend it all and get it out. Put this back down to there. Right. For the next 2 minutes. No, no, no. I will not be that quick with it. Do not set such expectations. That's impossible. I mean, don't get me wrong. I would love to get it finished in 2 minutes, but there's a little bit too much to do with it. Let's put it on its side and see if that makes it any easier. That's fallen off. Let's put those to the side. So that bit then goes in there. That's at the right height, but then I have to get this other long pin in, which will go into that one. Right. Third time's a charm, as they say. Doesn't feel right bending it all this much, but it has to be done. Because we are unprofessional. If you jiggle it around a little bit, it'll work. Okay, that's in. That is in. Yes! Now I've got to fix this again. That's all in place. That's all in place. Now I can try putting the bonnet on. Right. So that actually, does that go through there? That may have been how the steering wheel's meant to be put. I don't know. Let's stuff that little hose in there. And then, so these two pointy bits, I basically need to push one in, like so. Put it in there. Get this into place like that. Yes. Then stretch this a bit, put that in. Final bit, final bit. I can't reach it. Yes! We did it! I did the thing, everyone! It's got a bonnet now. It opens, it closes. Sometimes. Inconsistently. Right. Oh, we got something done. Why is it doing that? Is it just... it's slightly off centre. That's okay. That's just the tolerances and the fact that the... why is the suspension so off though? And this one. Is it... it's not even compressing the springs. It's just bending the mount that it's on. There is literally zero suspension travel. Yeah, it's just these bits bending out. So I need to basically create a subframe inside this that goes around the engine and will somehow both hold the engine and the suspension in place. But it needs to be strong enough to not move from the torque of the engine turning and hold the whole weight of the front of the car. There's a lot of weight here, it's quite heavy. Obviously I could pick it up, but I don't know, you probably measure it in kilograms. Maybe hundreds of grams at least. I don't know, I'm not very good at judging weights. It's heavier than this bottle when it's full, at least. You saw absolutely nothing. You definitely didn't hear anything. Everything's fine. Don't even worry about it. Right. Door somewhat works. That's okay. Let's fix that. Okay, good. Right, what is this? I put these in here as if they go in here, but they don't. Why have I done that? I don't know where these pieces go. Do they go in? I don't know. That looks right. Hydrated, very much hydrated. Oh, there's a piece in here. That's part of the engine, I think, the old one that I've removed. Let's see if we can reattach the rear suspension quickly. Then I will give the engine a test, because I want to make sure it still works. Actually, let's open this. Get the suspension on. There we go. There. Fold that back down. We don't need a roof on it. Okay. Prepare yourselves for a very loud noise. We've got our extension hose. You can't actually see. Here we go. Actually, we can shut the engine, can't we? Where is it? This is meant to go through here. That's why I made that hole. And not because I ran out of the right coloured pieces at all. That's right. Oh no. There. Then I need to plug in my air compressor, which is this. What plug is that? It's not that plug, it's not that plug, that's my battery charger? How have I lost the charging? Right. It's not that. Oh, I know where it is. Oh. It's in my 3D printer because I've misplaced the one that came with my 3D printer. 1 second. It's not in here, is it? Yeah. Yeah. Don't know where that's gone. Don't know how to find it. We're not going to test it, I think. Actually, somewhat. If I get my little thing, where's it gone? What do you call it? It's a pump. I'm not going to put that word back with the other one. I have also misplaced it as well. Is it on the table? No. Is it on the floor? It has to be on the floor. Yes, it is. Here we go. A small pump. You can't see this. If I lift it up, actually. Is the engine moving at all? No. Oh. Oh. There's pressure. Oh, it's doing something. Let's put it down and just try and push it along. Maybe I just can't get high enough pressures in here. Oh well, we can't test it because that pump's missing its thing and the other thing's not working. Right. That's good progress though. That's good progress. We got that on. Oh, how's it looking? We've been streaming for almost 2 hours. 100 minutes, that's pretty good. I think I'll put the roof on and then call it a day. You know. I think, for me at least, that's enough streaming for one day. I mean, it's far off your 24-hour stream, but actually it's far off. I think I've done over 2-hour streams before playing other games. I say other games. This isn't a game. Playing games in general. Right, that goes on here. But then I think I've done this wrong, haven't I? This needs to come out a bit. And then into there. Yes! Okay. See, I haven't really modified the roof very much, so it still goes back together kind of properly. And this is in there. That on there. Oh no, I completely missed the thing it's meant to go into. Right. Yep, that's good. That sits there. Right. So, basically, what have we got done today? We've made a new turret, which is it's an upgrade, but we're basically back to square one again with we need to make the rest of the turret. And with this we have the engine in and we have the bonnet on. But we still don't have suspension and we don't know if it works. I'd say pretty decent success. Oh no, let's end it there. Thanks for sticking around for ages as well. It's nice to actually have someone to chat to. Oh, no, before we end, let us put these seats in. And then it feels a bit more like we've done something. Here we go. I don't know where that bit goes. Right, chair number 1 sits about there. And if I turn it round, 180. Chair number 2 sits in on that. There we go. We now have a Land Rover with 2 chairs, a steering wheel, and an engine. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. I don't know. What's the best angle? I don't know. It doesn't matter. We're going to end the stream. Thanks for watching and take care.